Or is this full-time MMA now?
I love full-time MMA right now.
Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
And holy smokes, I did not expect this fight to be this good. This was the first WMMA fight on the main card between Valerie Letourneau and Kristina Williams. And if you weren't already a fan of Kristina Williams, boy, did she give you something to be a fan of tonight. She might have lost the fight, but this was a very entertaining performance and a great WMMA fight. Valerie Letourneau was a UFC veteran. She was fighting at straw weight, but she had bad weight cuts, cutting down to 115 pounds. But the option wasn't there for her to fight at 125 pounds in the UFC. And she moved to Bellator right before the UFC opened up that 125 pound division, because they had that division that she had been yearning for a while. You know what I'm saying? She had been wanting 125 pound weight class. So Bellator, she moved to Bellator, and she's happy with her decision. But now the UFC has one, right? She's been wanting one and it wasn't there. Now she's with Bellator and they finally got one. It's kind of like, but she's not, she's still happy with her decision. She's not looking back. She's not scoring by any means. She's still happy that she's in Bellator. It's not like Bellator is just looked at as the super B league anymore. They're actually paying fighters a lot, to the point to where fighters are not, they're not too disappointed to be signed with Bellator. Some fighters are even choosing Bellator over the UFC. So with that being said, Valerie Letourneau is now 2-0 in the women's flyweight division in Bellator. She beat a very game Kristina Williams tonight, who was formerly undefeated. She was 2-0, but her two wins in Bellator, they were both against Kristina Williams. The first one was, and then a gritty win over Emily Ducote, I believe is how you pronounce it. Either way, though, tonight, man, in the first round, there was 3 knockdowns. First, Valerie Letourneau knocked down Kristina Williams. She got back up, got right back to work, and she knocked Valerie Letourneau down herself. Then, before the end of the round, Valerie Letourneau scored another knockdown herself. So both of these, Valerie Letourneau knocked down Kristina Williams twice in just the first round. Kristina Williams had a knockdown of her own, but toward the end of the round, Valerie Letourneau actually scored a takedown, which would have helped seal the deal. So I actually had the first round going for Valerie Letourneau. The second round, though, Kristina Williams came out like she never left, like she won the first round or something. She came out swinging. It was like some let me bang bro type shit. Like she was just, it reminded me of Max Holloway versus Ricardo Lamas, that final 15 seconds where Max Holloway just pointed to the bottom of the mat like, let's just bang it out from here, man. And that's how Kristina Williams was fighting. She was ready to just get it was some phone booth fighting. She just wanted to just dig her heels in and just trade, kind of like Justin Gaethje or something. She was just trading with Valerie Letourneau. Valerie Letourneau would circle out after a little bit of that trading. It seemed like that was more of Kristina Williams' game. Valerie Letourneau wasn't as willing to just dig her heels in and try and trade power punches with Kristina Williams. But Kristina Williams, that's what she was trying to bang, and she was a lot of the time. So Valerie Letourneau definitely ate some shots, and you might have even had the second round for Kristina Williams. The second round was really close. There wasn't any takedowns, just some exchanges of standing up. So that round was close, could have went either way. But the third round was controlled a majority by Valerie Letourneau. She scored a takedown, was able to control top position for a few minutes, and that she knew that's where she would have the advantage on the mat. Now, she said she wasn't the biggest fan of wrestling, but she's trained jiu-jitsu for a long time now, so she was comfortable on the mat. And now the winner of this fight likely could be fighting the winner of the title fight in the main event tonight at Bellator 201. We got Ilima-Lei Macfarlane versus Alejandra Lara. Whoever wins is the female flyweight champion, and this could very well have been a #1 contenders match. So Valerie Letourneau looks like she's definitely found her home in the flyweight division over at Bellator. She's now 2-0 in the division, and she's also one of the most experienced fighters in Bellator's female flyweight division, and she's earned 2 wins, so she could potentially be looking at a title shot in her next fight. And it'd be a great matchup if Ilima-Lei Macfarlane manages to win, or Alejandra Lara. But Ilima-Lei Macfarlane is currently undefeated. She's very talented with her jiu-jitsu, so if she was on her back in a fight, she might have a better chance than Kristina Williams, who he almost locked up an armbar at one point, but Valerie Letourneau defended it well. I mean, Valerie Letourneau is definitely no slouch in jiu-jitsu, so it's not like just gonna be easy for Ilima-Lei Macfarlane by any way. Hell, I think Valerie Letourneau might, honestly, that would be a great fight, man. I don't even know who would win that off the top of my head. I might give the edge to Valerie, but we'll see how Ilima-Lei Macfarlane looks tonight in her matchup versus Alejandra Lara. So with that being said, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. And before we go, shout out to all the full-time MMA white belts that have hit the subscribe button. Make sure you also hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. And if you want to become a full-time MMA blue belt, purple belt, brown belt, or black belt, all you have to do is go to patreon.com/fulltimemma. I'm out.
Bye, Felicia.